bustin', you might take your whole son. All this ice, it started snowing, angels, can you hold me up? I meant to really start a song. These racks, destroy our fears. Kiss me, lick me, hold me, Nephilim, baby. Je veux baisser. 5% this bitch, smaller kid, diamonds bustin', you might take your whole son. All this ice, it started snowing, angels, can you hold me up? I meant to really start a song. These racks, destroy our fears. Kiss me, lick me, hold me, Nephilim, baby. Je veux baisser. 5% this bitch, smaller kid, diamonds bustin', you might take your whole son. All this ice, it started snowing, angels, can you hold me up? I meant to really start a song. These racks, destroy our fears. Kiss me, lick me, hold me, Nephilim, baby.
What's good, Illumni Castle? What's good, everybody? What's good, Death Vow? What's good, everybody? What's good, Jay? What's good, Colt? How's everybody doing today? Big Long, what's good, Zero? Gotta admit, feel like it's been a minute. I've been locked in. It's so good to see everybody. So wonderful to see you all. It's been a minute. It's wonderful to see you all. Kashina, what's good? How's everybody doing? How was you guys this weekend? It's very wonderful. It's a very wonderful time to be back here in Illumni's Council. So, I'm drinking Earl Grey tea, powering my body up. Saw your physique on Instagram. You looking lean, bro. Yeah, that's like to document my progress. That's like me, like that's just my normal body. But I want to see what it's gonna be like in like 6 months or a year. I'm just gonna work out like fuck every day. Not every day, but most of the week. I'm gonna work out like a anime character all week. You know what I'm saying? Handstand, push-ups, everything. I'm gonna just go crazy as fuck for the rest of the year, but really for the rest of my life, and see what I can do just with calisthenics and just bench pressing and some weights. You know what I'm saying? What's good, TikTok chat? What's good, everybody? Do me a favor, TikTok chat. Spam the lights. And for everybody who just joined, feel free to ask me for any advice. We back in this and we finna cook. We finna cook, right? But yeah, heavily focused on my physique right now, my mental health. I'm not going through anything, but I'm getting ready for a great storm. A lot of shit finna change, and I'm getting closer and closer to being ready to basically unleash this book into the world. I want to believe in God, but I have my doubts that it's real. Any advice? Well, there is a God, but it's up to you to decide what that God is. My only advice is follow your heart. Listen to the stories. Whichever story resonates with you the most, allow that to become your God. Whichever story pulls you into the future, allow that to be your God. And in my philosophy, what I teach is creating that thing if you can't find it. You create this will to be whatever you want to be beyond what your daily presentness has the strength for. So if I feel tired, or I feel unmotivated, I don't have to rely on just what my body feels or what my mind feels in that moment. I already created this entity beyond what my body and my mind is that's going to pull me further into the future. So I don't deal with the lack of motivation or the lack of discipline anymore. It's just this thing that will always pull me no matter what I do. I've already submitted myself to it. You playing anything today? Nah, today I'm just gonna chat. Tomorrow I'm gonna play the game for about like 6 hours plus. But today I just wanted to talk to you guys because I want to get some. I just haven't talked to you guys in a minute for real. I've been playing the game, just just popping in and popping out. But we're back now to help everybody out. I haven't really put any advice streams up or posted on the YouTube channel for like 2 weeks. So this is really for us. This is for us. Entertainment, whatever, but this is actually for the community. This is for all of us. How are you doing, bro? I'm doing fantastic. Wonderful. Couldn't be better. Every day I'm getting stronger and smarter. Couldn't be better. Me and Shorty been fighting lately. How do I stop this for good? So you and your girlfriend been fighting lately and you want to stop it for good. Let me stop you right there. Fighting never ends. When you feel inconvenience, failure, or anything else, or arguing, fighting, it's because you're challenging the world, and the world is beating you back because it's not giving in to your challenge. When things go right, there's no challenge, so there's no fight. But that's not the nature of reality. It's a yin and yang for a reason. If it was no fighting, it would just be yang. If it was just no fighting, it would just be yin. So there is always going to be fighting. The thing that you want to work on is actually make it meaningful. See, that's the main issue when it comes to couples, business, arguing in general, politics. People have an issue or the lack of skill when it comes to debating and actually solving issues because we make it so much about our personal pride. Don't make the issue about your personal pride. If you want to actually solve things, decide that in the beginning with your partner or with the other party. If you know that they're not on that type of timing, you got to move on. But you need to talk to your person and both put your pride aside and decide that you want this to work. Therefore, you guys have to be open to compromises and building a structure towards a goal that you both agree on. We both want this. I want it this way. You want it that way. I want it that way. Thank you for 1,000 likes. But and you guys will both have to compromise, because if one person gets their way forever, the other person's gonna feel resentful. If the other person gets their way forever, the other person's gonna feel resentful. So what you got to do is find a way to make both of your ways work out for the long run. That's gonna be the only way you move forward in life. That doesn't only apply to relationships either. It applies to everything, even things outside of human to human, human to nature, nature to nature, human to human, whatever. That's just in the law of reality. Find a way to compromise with reality. First 2 days of college. Wait, how do I be more emotionally mature? Guys, TikTok chat, everybody on the Twitch gets priority answering. I'm only doing this for about an hour, but everybody on the Twitch is gonna get priority answering. So I'm gonna answer everybody on the Twitch. First, how do I become more emotionally mature? Become more emotionally mature by actually trying to put yourself psychologically in the mind of everybody else and what they may be going through. You have to become intimate with the what ifs, intimate with the things that don't apply to you. That's really hard, because when it comes to being human, when you approach people and when you approach certain topics, you don't think about it automatically from the POV of everybody else. You're thinking about it from your POV and what you've been through and what's convenient for you. That's how survival works. If we didn't do that, a lot of times we wouldn't survive. So you have to automatically build that into your psyche to be able to put yourself into other people's positions. When I was younger, I had the same question. Well, I didn't have the question. I was wondering why I didn't feel emotional when people would pass away or go through certain issues. For a while, I thought that I was probably like a psychopath or something. That I ain't gonna lie, that kind of gassed me up. But as I got older, it kind of scared me, because I was like, wait, I don't want to be a psychopath. The fuck? But luckily, somebody had already told me, like, well, you just have to go through things and experience life to finally open your heart up to the issues of others. And I didn't understand what that meant until I got older and older. And I would date people or befriend people who would go through certain issues. And then later on in life, when I would hear about those issues from other people or from the news or wherever source, I would actually feel something. I was like, damn, that actually does suck. You know what I'm saying? So for other things, it just didn't apply as much because I never experienced it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to comprehend war. I can watch all the horrifying documentaries I want to. I can't comprehend war until I actually go through it. But I can have empathy, or I can have sympathy. Empathy, I can't fathom what a war is, so I don't feel it. I can't get this girl out of my head, bro. Any advice? I only ever had this issue with this one. What's the problem? Why do you want to get her out your head? Does she not like you? Does she not want you? What has she done anything bad to you? Do you understand? There's something wrong with a girl being in your head. If you're attracted to that sex, then there's nothing wrong with it. That's natural. But if it's somebody that you're trying to get over, and you just gotta just live with that and just still apply yourself to your life and move on from that to other people. See, bro, I feel so loved by her when she comes around, but she regularly annoys me for days at a time. If she's annoying you for days at a time, you have to tell her that that's how you feel. If you haven't told her that that's how you feel, there's something you can do about that because she doesn't know. You can't expect people to just know how you feel. So I recommend you tell her that's how you feel. But if you've told her that explicitly and she hasn't done anything and you guys haven't planned on like how to fix that, she's not interested in making you feel less like that, then she doesn't care about you, and you need to comprehend that and move on. Have respect for yourself. Young man, still bump that song you got with Snot, WAP. I appreciate you for being a voice for the people who really need it. You're a blessing, man. No problem, man. I like to do this. This is my calling. First 2 days of college, no friends, don't know what to do. My roommate is coming next month. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Great. You literally have the opportunity to start an entirely new social circle. Meet entirely new people. Interpret that a little bit differently, right? I know you guys graduate or you start new things, new jobs, new towns. You gotta interpret everything the reverse way. You're being confronted by infinite possibilities, and you're empty of your immediate circle or your immediate things that you would otherwise be used to. So that's causing your mind to run wild, and of course that can cause boredom. That can cause you to do all kinds of shit. But mostly people feel decision paralysis or just a sort of psychological paralysis. The thing that you should be trying to do with that feeling is flip it into pure curiosity and pure wonder. You can literally become whoever you want to be right now. Think about that. There's probably things about yourself that you knew about in high school or in the old town or wherever. You can literally just undo those things and apply it to different people without the burden of imposter syndrome. You know what imposter syndrome is? It's when you try to do something new and you feel corny as fuck. So it's like, oh, fuck, is this really me? These guys know that this isn't me. It's really hard to change. Fuck that. But the best thing about being in like a new area, especially with new people, you can easily surpass what you was and surpass imposter syndrome. Be happy about that. What's good, Jew? What's good? See, I have, of course, but I appreciate that also. She does apologize and try to fix, but never changes actions. See, that's the thing. This is any breeze. Look, these are two options. Only two options. Well, actually, there's actually three. One, this is the best option that'll make you feel the best in your heart. Right now. Not in the long run, but for right now. How about this? Sit down with her and tell her how to change. It's one thing trying to instruct people to do anything. It's one thing telling people that this is an issue. But it's another thing to actually walk them through how they can make you feel better or how they can perform that helps you. That's what people don't do. Even when it comes to jobs or whatever, it's called onboarding process. Take that onboarding process mindset and apply it to people in your personal life. Say, you know what? I feel lonely as fuck. I don't feel like you love me. I know that, well, you telling me that you love me, and I believe you because I don't think you will be wasting your time. I hope not. Or wasting my time. I hope not. So listen. This is how I need you to show love to me. This is how I like to feel love. And you list your terms. Give them a chance. Walk them through it some more. Just to run back through it in the conversation. Then let them go. Get them a chance. If they perform to a certain, don't expect them to be perfect, of course. But if they show that they're putting in effort, give them that positive reinforcement. Take them out and be like, I really appreciate that you've been showing me more attention. Or let me teach you a part of the philosophy. This is a big part of the philosophy. Listen. No, it's not a big part, but it's a pretty good tool in the philosophy. You don't have to wait on people. You don't always have to wait on people to change with shit just like this. If you really want them and you are under the suspicion that they don't necessarily not dislike you, that they don't dislike you, and they may actually like you, it's just they just lazy as fuck or something, because that is the case a lot of times. A lot of people don't like to waste their time. They're just lazy as fuck when it comes to showing love and shit. This is what you can do. It's gonna cost you a little bit though. Like it fucking works, especially for men. Listen closely. Clean your ears out. That girl, you want that girl to show you some more attention or do something for you, some kind of favor, whatever, hit her with this. Take her out to dinner or something, right? Give her some flowers or something. If you don't want to do dinner, give her some flowers or something, right? But like, I really appreciate how you've been showing me more attention and putting more love on me. You know, I can't say it on TikTok, but you know what I mean? Like, how you've been putting yourself in that position for me, you know? What this does psychologically is give a false positive reinforcement, and it makes people want to do more things for you. It works for everybody. In the case of if you're a parent for your children, your kids ain't cleaning the fucking house. Clean the house up. Especially if you got multiple kids, clean the house up, right? Clean it up yourself. Go in there and go in their room or whatever. Get them some money and be like, I really appreciate you guys for, or you ain't gotta get them money per se, but you can get them something or just a conversation. But I really appreciate how you guys clean the house up for me. That means a lot to me. They gonna be like, the fuck? I didn't clean up shit. But they probably gonna be like, you welcome. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you bring them like a treat or something. I'm like, you welcome. It's the same thing with people, with older people, bro. It doesn't fucking change. It doesn't fucking change. You can apply that same tactic to anybody, but that's gonna make them change. Because they're gonna feel compelled to do good by you. Emotions are an insane currency. Let's just say that. They're the most valuable currency outside of time. Time, emotions, you know, health. Well, time, health, emotions, and everything else, like money and shit, whatever. But if you can find a way to show time and manipulate people's emotions in a way that's like positive reinforcements, because negative shit doesn't work. Let me tell y'all that. Negative shit does not work. That shit does not work. You want to put in positive shit into people's head constantly. The only way negative shit works is by pushing people away, making them remember that they got burned. People do remember negative shit bad more than positive shit. You feel me? But it's not the kind of remembering you want. Trust. Although, if you're trying to get somebody to respect you, and you know what I'm saying, you're not trying to deal with that bullshit, walk away. Walking away is very respectful. That shit gonna demand respect. But don't go back to them. But if you want to put your aura up there, just walk away. Walk away. Fuck it. It's a billion. 3 billion. Of either side, baby. Either side, men and women. Just walk away, bro. There's literally infinite. This is an infinite stimulation. What's your mug tonight? You know it. This is a temple in Kyoto. I bought this in Kyoto. But this is a temple. Bought this in Kyoto, Japan. But this is a temple. Earl Grey tea is my favorite for right now. It was something else I wanted to tell you guys about. What you said, Tomato? What's good, Tomato? Long. I've been struggling with acceptance from others, and it's made my confidence decline, especially with other stuff. I've noticed that I'm not as funny. I've been burnt out since December. Okay. So, burnout is because it's not always bad, but it just shows you that you need to find a way to more efficiently use your time and rest. What I want a lot of young men to understand intuitively is that rest is more important than hard work. Rest is more important than hard work. That's it. Rest is more important than hard work. However, it's not a case of just rest and then you're good, or just do hard work and you're good. It's a yin and a yang. Resting is a very important part of progress. You can't run your way to success. You have to take a break. You have to take breaks. On the case of how you being perceived, fucking cares, bro. I understand that you care and we all care, but put that shit into your head. Who actually cares? You think people going around like, that guy thinks he's so funny. He's not funny. I hate him. Probably if they do, it's not that. Unless you really got some enemies, I doubt it, bro. But even if that's the case, you don't know. They won't. If they're not saying it to your face, it doesn't matter. But in the case of somebody saying that to your face, you would just approach them with a thank you, because them telling you can help you become better. But as long as you're not actually trying to be funny, like if you're trying to tell me, hey, Lone, I'm not confident and I don't feel like I'm funny. If you tell me, oh yeah, also I'm a comedian and it's my job, then I'm like, well, you fuck. You need to find a way to get funny, bro. But if that's not it, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Your personality will manifest through pure rawness and exposure to reality. It would become exactly what you want it to be. So I would recommend, for confidence sake, first, brainwash yourself every day. Brainwash your confidence into yourself. Don't fucking wait for a miracle. Brainwash this shit into yourself. Tell yourself every day everything you should be confident about. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am all that I can be. I will do my best to grow. I will work on my body. I will smile. I am worthy of conversation. Whatever you gotta say to yourself every fucking day. That shit should be your fucking ritual. Y'all be waiting on people to like give you the confidence. You literally gotta brainwash that shit into yourself. How you think everybody else do it? The people who are really, you think, bro, actors literally sit in the fucking mirror and psych themselves out for months. I am this character. I am the Joker. I am the Joker. I am the Joker. That's how that shit works, bro. You gotta brainwash yourself and become that character. Decide what character you wanna be, Tomato. I don't give a damn. You gotta write that shit down. That's what I do. I write that shit down and I tweak it. I change it all the time. I stay on basis, but I change the details. But every day, I drill that shit into my head, bruh. I write that shit over and over again. I done probably wrote that shit at least 2,000 times, 2,000 days in a row. More if you count when I first discovered how to do it. So probably 4,400 days in a row. I've been thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't come easy, bro. And it will keep transforming. There will be things that you notice For me personally, let me give you a good example. For you saying, oh, I feel like I lack confidence. I'm past that. For me, sometimes it'd be like, I'm not confident in my debating skills. And I know that in the future, I'm going to have to debate people. So what am I going to do? I'm gonna tell myself that I'm a great debater, and I'm gonna pick up fucking books and read how to debate. I'm gonna learn that shit. Well, I may not admit that I'm a great debater yet, but I may say I'm learning how to be a great debater, and I will be a great debater. Does that make sense? I hope so. So this is what you want to do. You gotta push that shit into your psyche, then express that shit. Go out into the world and pretend to be that character until you no longer pretending. Hell, whenever you learn anything, you pretending first, and then one day you pretending so much, it just clicks. Language, working out, whatever. Everything just clicks one day. Like, oh yeah, I know how to work out. Oh yeah, I know how my muscles work. Oh yeah, I know how to speak a language. Oh yeah, I know how to do math. Oh yeah, I know how to talk to girls. It just all clicks slowly. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. But just remember, the biggest thing that holds everybody back is the first step. You just gotta keep taking that first step, and every time you reach that feeling, that that anxiety in Japanese is called fuan. Whenever you reach that fuan, just take a step, bro. Fuck it, YOLO. Say, well, you feel me? It's never gonna be sunshine and roses forever, bro. This shit gonna suck a lot. This shit is gonna suck a lot. You seen the episode of Adventure Time when the worms were invading Finn's head? It was a bunch of giant worms. They broke into Finn and Jake's house, and they did this rhythmic noise. It was like wah 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 wah, and there was a mother worm. It didn't appear yet, but the smaller worms that did the noise, they brainwashed Jake. No, they brainwashed Finn. For some reason, Jake didn't fall for it. I'm not sure, but they brainwashed them, and they had them in a dream state. And it took Finn finally realizing how ridiculous everything had become. It began to rain knives, but he was like, "Wait, why the fuck would it be raining knives?" And he woke up. And then the mother worm came in, but at that point, he was already free. He was like, this shit dumb as fuck. It's just repetitive, wah, 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 wah. That's what anxiety is. You gotta wake up, bro, and realize that all you gotta do is just take a step. Yeah, the dream station, yeah. Just wake up. It's always gonna sneak up on you, but that's what I teach in the book. The philosophy is like, everybody's stuck in that dream of like brainwash. But you can choose your own brainwashing. It's all a dream, but you can choose the dream. You can lucid dream. I'm not talking about just when you're asleep. You can lucid dream when you're awake. Most people don't do that shit. They just getting pushed around by the rhythm. They're afraid. It's confusing. I'm like, oh, well, if I don't get a job, I'm fucked. Because taxes, because the fucking housing, the economy, everything. I'm fucked. And a lot of that shit is so powerful that it's real to a certain extent. But you still can get caught up in the wah 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 wah. You do that. It takes a lot to get out. You gotta see knives coming out of the sky to finally say, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Why am I afraid to walk up to this person? What can they do to me? Why am I afraid to be myself? What's the worst that can happen? Think deeper. I don't know how to start a conversation. I just get lost asking major where they come from. Ask them where they come. What you can ask that shit. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not knowing how to start a conversation, but it's something wrong with not trying to learn how to keep a conversation going. And to keep a conversation going, the basic shit is show that you're interested in getting to know these people and find a way to get them talking. It's not the same for everybody, but you gotta find a way to get them talking. Say, hey, you already got them talking, saying where you from. It's the most basic shit that was boring as hell. You gotta notice something. You gotta become a noticer. Oh, I like your shirt. You know, you may strike out. They may say, the fuck? Why are you looking at my chest? Or, oh wow, they may be a fashion girl or a fashion guy and say, oh, thank you. This is Louis. Okay, this is just this is I don't know, some fucking avant-garde brand, some fucking archive shit. I don't know, some random shit they may say. If they say shit like that, you know, you're like, oh, I'm dealing with a fashion person. Let me ask him about some fashion shit. Even though I don't know shit, I'm like, I always wanted to get into like getting into like buying like cool clothes and stuff. Like, how did you get into it? You feel me? But it takes time. You gotta learn how to read people at first glance and say, this person seems to be really into this. You gotta become a person that's really good at stereotypes, basically. How has drinking and smoking affected your mind? So when I first got really high, I had a psychotic break and it unlocked some weird shit in my head. I don't do it now because it's of no benefit to me. If I do it just randomly for like just for fun. But I was partaking a few weeks ago when I was streaming, and it made me really unmotivated to write and to get into streaming stuff. So I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, the Diddy pin. Yeah, it really made me tired and upset. Yo, Lonestar, what's good? What's good, Shane? What's good, Castle? What's good, man? But you know, even when I dropped this book, you know, I also plan on like doing like sort of like behavior courses or like just logic courses to show like how to logically approach like all the generic and slightly non-generic situations in life, and how to think about it for the case of becoming more psychologically rich and more physically or financially rich. But even outside of shit like that, some things can't necessarily be taught. All I can say is you gotta brainwash yourself. Like, there's certain things like I can't teach you exactly how to be confident. I can tell you that, one, love yourself. That shit, but that's like the most basic thing I could tell you. Love yourself. Be patient with yourself. But the only other thing is you gotta brainwash yourself. You gotta tell yourself shit every day until it becomes a part of your psyche, your subconscious. You gotta invade yourself, control yourself. That's it. That's what everybody else is doing to you. That's what you gotta do to yourself. Everybody's just fucking everybody's brain. Every commercial is fucking you. Every Instagram post is fucking you. Everything that you see is fucking your brain. It's up to you to let it fuck you, but all of you are mostly letting it fuck you. I don't scroll and shit, so not often at all. I think my screen time shit, that shit probably nothing I do. Let me see. Why the fuck am I screen recording? My phone. It's dumb as fuck. Okay. Let me see. Turn on what? How the fuck you check your screen time? Set time limits for apps. No. Damn. My shit wasn't even set up at all. Fuck. That sucks. Wanted to see that shit. But you gotta be careful with the shit that you let fuck you, bro. But also you gotta learn how to fuck yourself. In more ways than one. Me too, bro. I'm 18. I'm on a self journey. I'm about that way long. I think we need to learn how to create a community and bring it closer in the Discord or wherever it applies. Yeah, I think that'd be really helpful. Mostly though, the main thing would come from the influx of people though, Tomato. So if anything, it's all gonna rely on me building new accounts and a source of consistent content, per se, like YouTube, because the YouTube is slowly growing, but it's gonna take more. It's gonna take a little bit more. It's growing faster and faster, but it's gonna take more, a lot more. But it's gonna take a consistent source of like engagement and interaction to funnel. That's what I perceive, because everybody won't be what's the word, fanatical about the philosophy, and that's fine. That's how life works. Like, I'm not fanatical about stoicism or anything. I'm not in a stoicism group chat. You know me? Maybe if fucking Marcus Aurelius was actually alive, maybe. So I guess that's what we got up on like everybody. But like I'm not like a fanatic about the things that I like learn from. I'm not finna watch. I'm not in like the Discord about Carl Jung. You feel me? But it's something that I read a lot. So it just we have to cast a giant umbrella, and the people who are really gonna be fanatics will join the community, and it will create itself. It would just take the OGs and me to essentially govern it, like to show the values that we care about. You know, I moved to Tennessee. I know plugs and everybody's on finding people. Uggs. Wait, you trying to find 304s? He trying to buy some women. He trying to buy some women or some shit. Do you think music affects how people act? Without a doubt, yes. That is scientifically proven. Something like, but yes, deeply. Be careful with music. How does this music make you feel? How does music make you feel? But I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna restart the TikTok because I want to see if when I roll the dice again, what's gonna happen. So everybody, pull up to the Twitch. Bray, Sunlight, Heart, Justice, everybody, pull up to the Twitch. Pull up to the Twitch. Let it hit. But it's at the top. Do that shit. I'm gonna restart it. Cold. I'm still working with my main account just to like I don't want to like overlook something, so I'm still like posting, but I am posting on other accounts to like grow them. But with my main account, I'm still like trying to see what is possible, you know, just whatever. But back to what I was talking about earlier, I was trying to remember what I wanted to tell you guys about. I think I sort of posted about it on TikTok. So hold on, give me a second, let me see. I was saying, oh yeah, what I've been thinking about a lot is how oftentimes people sort of allow circumstances to affect they allow uncontrollable circumstances to affect what they got going on or the decisions that they could have made. To a certain extent, yes, that you should do that. If parameters arise that change the value of your choice, especially in business, yeah, you should alter your choice. But what I mean is, it feels like a lot of people are waiting for the perfect moment to do things. Like, oh, I need to get 1,000 followers before I drop a song or whatever. And the whole time it'd be like their first song. But it's like, are you sure you need 1,000 followers, or should you just maybe, I don't know, drop the fucking music and just figure it out along the way? You know, things are just like that. But it's like anxiety, it's like crippling a lot of people, and it's really sad to see. Sometimes it happens to me briefly, but you know, I have this mechanism in my head where it's like, wait, why the fuck would I be afraid? What the fuck am I afraid of? Welcome to Illumni's council game. But it's like, what would I be afraid of? W investment, by the way. You know, there's really nothing to be afraid of. Of course, it hurts to fail, you know, and it hurts to worry. One of those things you can stop completely. Welcome to the castle game. One of those things you can completely stop. The other you can't really stop. It's just gonna happen, whatever. So choose to suffer only once, if ever. That's this cool chart I wish I could show you guys, but I don't have it on me. Are you religious? If so, what religion do you follow? The only religion that I follow is the philosophy of Illuminism. I don't particularly do religion. I don't really have the time. Just logged into this account after 4 years. What the fuck is Walk to Your? This Bray, by the way. Welcome to the castle, Bray. TikTok chat, what's good, everybody? Welcome to stream. Spam the likes for me. Feel free to ask us for advice. We got you. The whole community over here on Twitch got you. Do you believe in a higher power? How do I lose weight? I would prefer to answer the how do I lose weight thing. That's a pretty easy one. So I actually read this interesting paper by these scientists, or just random papers. It was saying that no matter how much you work per day, you're always gonna burn like the same amount of calories, unless you happen to be a person that has sat on the couch for like your whole life and you suddenly become an active person. And that's a really curious thing. What they was saying is basically losing weight is what you eat. So think about what you're eating. A lot of people say, how do I lose weight? Then they go eat some McDonald's. How do I lose weight? And then you got a fridge full of juice. How do I lose weight? And you snacking on cakes all day, and you're like, why do I keep snacking? Why? You're snacking because you're starving. But you're thinking the snacks gonna stop you from starving, but that's not what snacks do. They leave a void inside of you. They're not giving you the proper nutrients. You're getting fat because you're starving. You're getting skinny because you're starving. That's scientific. That's why you're getting that big. You're not satisfied. When you're mostly a normal size, you're most likely reaching your nutritional balance. Now, when it comes to getting bigger and buff, yes, you should eat more, but you should work out more to turn that into, muscle. That's why people bulk, why they lift weights, so they can get muscles faster. You don't have to bulk to gain muscle, but it's a fast way to gain muscle. So basically, if you want to lose weight, drink water and eat real food. Don't eat fake food. Just eat real food. Eat vegetables, meat. Eat like you in the fucking forest. And when it comes to snacks, don't snack until you've eaten. Like, eat a meal, a proper real meal, and then snack. And I promise you, you'll never have an issue with weight. I've been alive for a quarter century, and I've never moved on the scale. I've never moved on the scale. I'm gonna move now because I'm gonna do it on purpose, but I've never really moved on the scale. I've always had this in practice. I always just knew, I just gotta eat real food. Watch how you cook. Watch the details, the oil, everything. Not gonna go too much into that, but I love that. Veggies are great. Greens are important. But do I believe in higher power? I believe in a question that we can't answer. So I guess that would be the higher power, because that's basically what every religion and everything is talking about. That one question that nobody has the answer to. Hey, Lone, what's good, Kobe? How are you? Get your rest, Shane. Alright, Shane. Who taught sleepy? Also, yo, I don't know if you saw my question before, but I got a job at 15, saved up, and got a car at 16, and a BMW. I'm 17 now, got a raise in tattoo, and I'm going into the Navy SEALs next year, but I don't feel satisfied with what I've done so far, and I don't feel fulfilled in life. You're not going to feel fulfilled in life because you don't know who you are, and you don't know what you're doing. You're just doing whatever is put in front of you, or whatever feels safe. There's rarely a case where a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old knows what they want to do. Even when I've written my goals down since fucking 3rd grade. I'm more so still on the same track towards those goals, but they're totally different now. Now, when I take a step every morning, I'm in my purpose. Because I know that what I'm doing is something that I would do even on my deathbed. I would wake up and do this shit even if I was dying. So you need to figure out what you would do even if you're dying, but it's really difficult for you to comprehend dying at that age. You may know that you can die, but you don't comprehend it until your brain fully develops. And your brain has about 7 to 8 more years until it's actually scientifically fully developed. The thing about the military is really interesting, and I do hope that you don't go to war. But the reason why they recruit so young is because the brain isn't developed. There's nothing wrong with the military, but this is actually a perversion tactic. They know that younger kids are easily influenced. I'm not going to go too far into that. If you're interested in brain development and those kind of tactics that they use against you, feel free to search it up. But I don't think it's that deep for you. You already made the choice. So look, just have fun, bro. Don't worry about anything. Just have fun. Live with integrity and have fun. Your purpose will come to you as long as you stay curious, live with integrity, and have fun. Don't make decisions that don't feel right. If it does not feel right, don't agree. If it does not feel right, don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. That's what everybody does. They do it because their friends do it. don't feel right, don't fucking do it. If you don't like it, don't fucking do it. If you second guess it, don't fucking do it. You are literally in the beginning stages of life. You can do anything. If you feel weird about doing that thing, don't fucking do it. Now, it's a difference between feeling weird and feeling scared. Scared, you're gonna always feel scared your whole life about random shit. But if it literally feels wrong, don't fucking do it. If you have anxiety about things, decide what is it worth to you and what are the pros and the cons. Break the fear down into its most minuscule details. Dissect it. Then move forward. Sometimes anxiety is good, but sometimes it's there for no fucking reason. Not good. I just bought a car and the transmission got fucked. I gotta buy a whole new one. Do you have insurance, bro? I hope you got insurance. God damn, what the fuck? Kobe, you didn't get it inspected before you bought it, bro? You gotta learn, bro. You getting spanked. Always get a used car. You shouldn't have bought a mechanic and inspected it that bit. Boom. I'm trying to flip 3K in a legal way. How can I do this? What the fuck? Why the fuck are you trying to flip 3K? It's just 3K. Just save it. It's not a lot of money, bro. Don't flip it. Just put it in your savings account. Don't bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. That's you. You're gonna make way more money than that, bro. Put that shit in your account. Don't touch it. Keep it. Save it. Don't save it for some random purchase. Just save it, bro. Like, save your money, bro. Put that shit somewhere that it's gonna keep stacking, bro. $6,000 is chump change, bro. That's nothing, bro. $10,000 is nothing, bro. Just keep putting your money away, bro. Don't try to gamble with fucking 3K. Now, if you got like 20K, you feel me? Then you can say, all right, how can I take 3K of my 20K and flip it? But if you just got 3K, don't fucking flip your 3K. That's dumb as fuck. Just leave that shit alone. That's literally dumb as shit, bro. Just leave your 3K alone. If you got 20, let me repeat. If you got like 20K, you say, I want to learn something new. Take your 3K out of that 20K and go try something. Who fucking cares? It's 3K out of 20K. But don't fucking take all your money and try to flip it. That's literally dumb as fuck. That's dumb as fuck, bro. What the fuck is that? Like, why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? I'm sorry, bro, but why the fuck would you do that? That's dumb as fuck. Just for $6,000, you gonna risk all your money for $6,000? $3 extra $1,000, bro? That's nothing, bro. That's dumb as fuck. Your lives are very calming. Every time I feel attacked by my own thoughts, I can join your life and come out to a new perspective. You have saved me in more ways than you could imagine. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for being here and walking here. It means a lot to me. WWW. I did. Lord. This is the Japanese cars. If it's a Japanese car, you may have a chance at fixing it yourself for cheap, though. Honestly. Or thank you, Abe. Long. Can you throw some bands my way? Pocket change for a guy like you. I don't give anybody money because it doesn't make any sense to me. If you're starving and I see you on the streets, I'll buy you a meal at the store. but it's 2K, 3K, 10K. That shit won't change your fucking life, bro. You are literally generating that money out of your own self. Just go generate it, bro. Figure out how to generate that shit, man. Can't give a man a fish, yeah. You know, that shit make poor people mad as fuck. But it's literally like money is like nothing. You just gotta figure out a way to generate it, and then you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to tell, bro. Here, stop, get out of that mindset of trying to flip your money. Like, don't fucking try to flip your money. That's, if anything, delete that from your vocabulary, bro. Just keep your money. Now, if you, was I ever broke? Yes. yes. But what I'm saying is to him, when it comes to the want to make your money do stuff, don't try to take no shortcuts, bro. Like, if you want your money to do something, you can take that 3K, get you an Amex savings account, put that 3K in there, and every month you're gonna get like fucking like $100 or $50 or some shit on that 3K, or $70 or something like that. That's $100 extra every month. That literally pays for. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but if that was me, that would literally pay for all my subscriptions every month. My Netflix, my Spotify, that would literally make like all my subscriptions free. Versus if I try to flip that shit and I lose it, or I lose some of it, fuck, why would I do that with all my money? That's dumb as fuck. Yeah, you gotta practice being frugal. That's very important. It's very important. Don't get me wrong, it's very important to learn how to make money, but you're not in a position to be trying to learn how to make money with 3K, bro. You should be trying to learn how to make money with no money first. Because 3K is really no money. So don't spend your 3K to make money. Just try to make money with no money first. You can do that now because of the internet. Don't take your little money and try to make some more money. That shit ain't finna happen for real. It could happen. I'm not saying it's impossible, but logically, statistically, economically, I'm telling your ass straight up. Even if I gave you 100K and you say, oh, I'm finna invest this, you're probably gonna lose that shit. Unless you follow very frugal tactics, which you could just follow right now. Yeah. And also, don't listen to fucking online traders, bro. Don't be a dumbass. These people, you can't read the fucking market. You can't. Nobody can predict the fucking market, bro. That shit dumb as fuck. I don't know why people keep falling for that stupid ass scam. They see those guys with the charts on their screen and say, I want to be like that. And they show you a rental car. I want to drive like that. Let me take his course. Bro, pick up a fucking book about investing, bro. You can't know. They literally explain to you that you can't know. But what you can know is how to value a company. You read how to evaluate a company. You put your money into a company that you think is actually worth something. You know what I'm saying? You don't try to time the fucking market and shit, bro. That shit dumb as fuck. I'm sorry. I got a personal anger against that shit because I wish people would just pick up a fucking book, bro, and stop picking up social media and believing these people with random Lamborghinis and shit. Sometimes I feel like I fantasize about my future more than working towards that future. Any tips? You can love the future. You can love the idea of your future, but you have to love the idea of the present more. Like, you have to really fall in love with what it feels like to be right here, right now, bro. That's really important. That is so important. You gotta fall in love with what it feels like to breathe, see, to feel, to taste, to love, especially to yourself first. You gotta fall in love with what everything feels like right now. You do that, by all means, you can also love the future, but you have to love right now the most. Because I really listen to me when I say this, everybody. There is nothing outside of right now. There will never be nothing outside of right now. It's what people don't think about. It's a common sense. It's one of the most common sense things. It's literally the most common sense perception thing. But people can't understand that what is right now is only. There is no other thing. There is no future. There is no past. There is only right now. It will always be like that. You will always only be right now. You may have different clothes, different hair, different problems, different solutions, but it's always going to be right now. For example, this is a good one. If I gave you $1 million, the human brain will get used to that within 2 months. 2 or 3 months, one of those. And then you readjust to your normal happiness levels. What that means is anything outside of yourself is temporary for your brain. What does that mean, Lonestar? I still don't get it. I don't get it, Lonestar. Nothing outside of you will ever change the way you feel about the world, the life, what's going on right now. It's all inside of you. If you can learn how to rely on just what's in you for happiness, there's no more worries. There's nothing else to worry about. That's it. You won. That's literally it. You literally win. There's nothing else to worry about. I mean, it's gonna be random shit outside of you. Like, oh man, I just stubbed my toe on the couch. Oh man, my tire flat. But the life thing is complete. It's finished. That's the secret. That's the secret. That's the secret, bro. That's it. That's the secret. That's everything. If anything, if that's the only thing that you get from me, that's it. That's a secret. For the happiness, that's it. I feel like I know you for years because of your streams. That's beautiful, man. What is that painting you have on a TikTok live? TikTok live. TikTok live. You talking about painting in my room? Are you Christian, brother? No, sir. I used to be when I was younger. Oh, also, have you been feeling? How have you been feeling? I've been feeling pretty good. I was really tired like a few weeks ago when I had this injury in my mouth, and it really threw off me streaming for like a few days. But I'm feeling better now. I was like tired and I was in pain a lot, but it was nothing like serious. It was just annoyances. But yeah, that's a shame. Why not anymore? Well, it isn't a shame, but for my own personal philosophy doesn't align with the Christian ideology. Yeah, I don't think it's no, it's not a shame. It's not a shame. There's a lot of different ways to interpret what's going on around you. For example, even with Christianity, what if I was to tell you that it's a shame that you're not Jewish? Because, Christianity is the Jewish religion. Like, Jesus was a Jew, not a Christian. So wouldn't it be more wise to be a Jew than a Christian? That wouldn't make sense to you. So it's just what you believe. It's just whatever you choose. How does your Illumni ideology differ from Christianity? So Christianity absolutely acknowledges that there can only be one ruler. There can only be one king. Can't change that. If you change that, you are committing blasphemy. That's like one big thing that goes against my philosophy, because it's about creating your own tether into the future. And of course, you can be Christian to do that. Jesus can be your tether. Christ means the Christ consciousness. Jesus Christ was a student of Thol and some monk, and he reached Christ consciousness, and then he began to teach the teachings of his teachers to others, and that created Christianity. The core principles in Christianity are in hopes of reaching the Christ mentality, but there's a lot of things in that blocks you from reaching the Christ mentality. To reach the Christ mentality, you have to switch off certain things that I'm not going to tell Christians, because it's not something that will be easily heard by people. You got to read that for yourself. You got to really research who Jesus is. Like, really research who is Jesus. What was Jesus doing? What was his purpose? Who taught Jesus? Where did Jesus go before he returned to teach Christianity? What was he for 35 years? Well, not 35 years, 25 years. He came back when he was 35 or something. Where was he? Look that shit up. Read about that shit. Read the people who took account to where he was. Read who his teachers was. Read all that shit. And find your own way. But there's nothing wrong with being Christian or anything. It's just whatever your ideologies are. Your face tats hurts, they stunk. Tomato, who's the royal intellect? Adam is a part of Neuralink Music. They make music that basically affects the human brain. So they study a lot of neurology. They study a lot of neurology. So royal intellect, meaning people who are really into a specific study. If you guys are specifically studying something and you want to earn your royal intellect, then all you gotta do is just tell me about it. Just come to me and present it to me, the thing that you're passionate about. If it's soundproof, yeah, that's a good way to become a royal intellect. That's the way, honestly. Just show me something. It's solid and it makes sense. It's a real thing. That's intellect. You said music influence that someone asked, what music do you recommend? You can listen to any music you want, but predominantly for me, I listen to higher frequency music that makes me feel at peace and focused and sharp and powerful. I do listen to rap sometimes, but it's only when I'm like working out or just having fun with my car or something. You know, I'm not finna, you know, like have fun with my car and listen to Namaste. Namaste. Like, bitch, I'm fucking swerving. But yeah, it's just a time and place. But majority wise, just focus on like really be aware of what you majorly expose yourself to, and what it means and what it's telling you and what it feels like. It's very important. What do you think about Islam? I really like Islam. Well, my moon tattoo is a reflection of my respect for Islam, but it's also just a reflection of my love for the moon itself. I had an Islamic brother. I have an Islamic brother. I met him in college, and also my actual brother is Muslim. He loves Islam. He's a brother. There's a lot of things about the brotherhood that I respect. The discipline, especially towards prayer and dedication, fellowship. I'm not gonna go too far into the teachings because I'm pretty ignorant about them, which is a lot that I appreciate that I've been taught by those people. Also, I think it's cool. So I'm gonna just be honest. More so, I think it's cool. It's very cool. I personally am not interested in becoming, you know, but I think it's cool. Now, your agreement doesn't really track. I would say it's better to believe in God than not. Now, when it comes down to it, of course, I was raised in the faith of me, Christ as Lord. Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. All your opinion, your entire opinion is perfectly fine. But in no world do you convince me that this is not what this is. There's no way on earth for you to convince me of something of that caliber. Now, you could come convince me about some real life, factual things, but you can't convince me of my ideologies or my religions. That's like more so my faith, my spirit. Spirit transcends logic and reason. So you can't logic me. You can't use a religion or your ideology as a logic. It's how you feel. Feeling is real, but it's not language. You can't explain it through language. You know, this is what a lot of people mistake into, especially scientists. A lot of scientists and a lot of atheists and a lot of religious people too. Like, they both argue, but they're like, one is arguing logic. Logic is not complete. We don't understand everything, so it's just simply not complete. Logic is just an interpretation of some of the chaos. Until you understand all the chaos, logic is incomplete. Faith is not based on any logic, so there's nothing to explain. It's just what you feel. What do you feel is right? What does your heart tell you right? What makes you feel good in the morning? What motivates you to live a life of integrity? These are not things that you can. This is not a thing that you can. Logic is a thing that you can argue. You can't argue a religion or an ideology. You can't convince people. You can show somebody and say, try this out. Maybe it'll feel good for you. Just like I'm showing y'all my philosophy. Does it feel good? If it doesn't, swipe. If it does, you listen. That's how it works. You know? And there is a lot of logic in my philosophy because it's tied into science and logic and shit. But a lot of it is spiritual. You know, it's how does it feel? How does it feel? It feels great. What do you think happens after death? Nothing that concerns this corporeal consciousness. I think it's a connection to, well, it's a transcendence through fractal space into a new entity, or a dissolution into the entity. Maybe the entity is something to do with time, because time is a three-dimensional construct. So maybe it's something to do with time, death, because death is not actually a thing. You know, it's just something that we made up to measure the point where you're not conscious. So, but it's not actually like a thing. The universe is just here. You're just here. You're not separate from the universe. You're just here in a certain form. You know what I'm saying? But since we are so caught up in what time is, which is something that we just use to keep track of memories or wants or hopes or fears. Fears, memory, hopes, all that is future. Memories is past, but they're not actual places or things. They've never been places or things. There's only always been now. Death is a point where, to what we understand, there is no now for you, but there is still a now for us. But does that make sense? Because if there's a now for us, and obviously there must be a now for you, it's just we consider you when you're not conscious. That's it. But it's just the human way of saying, I don't know. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, there's no point even talking about that. There's no way for us to logically deconstruct what is effectively nothingness to us. It's something that transcends what this is. But a comforting thing for everybody to think about is, you know how an apple comes from a tree? Do you think the apple is any smarter or dumber than the tree? I don't think so. If anything, you may see the tree as more superior than the apple. Correct me if I'm wrong. So now think about yourself. You are from the earth. The earth is people. You're a person. The earth birthed you. What birthed the earth? Probably the fucking sun or something, or some gas cloud or some random shit. But it's from the universe, essentially. So you're the sun. Well, you come from the earth. The earth probably come from the sun or something that created the sun. The sun comes from just a bunch of shit that came from some fucking event in the universe. Point is, all that shit is the universe. So think about this. What type of fucking thing is the universe to be able to create all of us? A fucking sun, a black hole, you, everything else. Every possible thing, every mathematical construct. What kind of being could that be? It's clearly the mother, father, creator, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, shouldn't that make you feel safe? Like, well, it's obviously something, goddamn, that's beyond me. So, I feel pretty safe knowing that. Just that. I don't need to know why. The apple don't know why the tree made it. It's just shit. Why do apples exist? Why the fuck do apples exist? Why do they exist? They're just an apple. I like the way you view that the creator is superior in some way. Yeah. You know, of course, in the grand scheme of things, it would just appear that things are all equal. I see that in the scale of consciousness and matter. Matter is just equal, but the coalescence of matter entirely seems to be constructed, or the body or the entity of whatever is the authority. You know, and it may not be what we presume authority is, but it may just be the all thing, like the thing. Like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, there's no words to apply to it. Just like there's no words that you can apply to an animal's thoughts. There's no word to apply to what a tree or a mushroom feels when it connects to the entire forest. And these are beings that we can literally just look at and measure in some capacity. Imagine the being that would birth us, that has birthed us, the earth, the sun, you know, the universe. This is one more interesting thing about this. This is a really easy thing to interpret for everybody, I think. Imagine, so I'm talking to you guys through a computer. All kinds of gizmos in this. I can understand how this shit works as a software engineer. Even the majority of human beings don't understand how a computer works. You don't know how code works. You don't know how most stuff works, usually. Unless you're a software engineer. Unless you're made of computer. Unless you're made of program, right? But you can use a phone and say, oh yeah, this phone helps me talk to my grandma in fucking Cuba, or my mom in Alabama, or whatever. Some random shit. But you know what this phone is to a certain extent. You may not know how this phone works, but you know that it's a device and it does these things. You can stare at it with your eyes and say, I can become a part of this device and use it for my own benefit. With money, etc., etc. Very complex, chaotic shit. Now, imagine you put the phone in front of a cat and say, all you gotta do, if you wanna eat, all you gotta do is find a way to deliver food. I already got the cart connected, everything. Just click the button to deliver food. And animals see what's going on around them. They see what we doing, but they don't know how to interact with it. They may not even know what to perceive it as, right? Like, oh shit, human touch button, food. Not even that, just that happens. I get food, I eat. But imagine what it seems like to them to see us just staring at a fucking screen all fucking day, and it's just doing things, and we just make boxes appear at our door. Just imagine the absurdity of that, and it's right in their face. Like, they can literally see it. Like, they're literally in the same world as us. They're literally staring at it. They look at cars and everything. They literally see it. To them, they might not, like, imagine what they comprehend all this random shit as. Now, zoom up to us. Do you think it stops there? Do you really think it stops there? You think, even with the fucking ants, they probably staring at the damn cats and dogs like, what the fuck? You know, just have their own little this, that. But it's levels to this shit. And then you get to us. And monkeys are only 1% away from us. By the way, their DNA is only 1% different from ours. And monkeys stare at us like, probably like, what the fuck? What the fuck are they doing? But that happens, and that happens, and I get a banana. But for some reason, people believe that there is no upper boundary. Even shit like, oh yeah, we can look at the earth and see that it's just a bunch of fucking rocks. Look at the sun, that shit look hot. Don't want to go near that. Look at the universe, say that's a lot of universe. Are we ever gonna be able to travel that shit? But for a moment, imagine this. Imagine we're looking at the thing and we just don't speak the language of the thing. The same way the cats and everything else don't speak the language of us. Like, the fuck is a phone? Try to explain a fucking phone to a damn cat. Try to explain a phone to a baby. Try to explain a phone to a monkey. No. But it's right in their face. They can literally interact with it and touch it, but they would never know. But for some reason, we're interacting with everything else, but we're just creating our own rules for what benefits us, of course. But animals do the same things to a certain extent. We're just more complex. But there is most definitely a ceiling for us too that we're looking at, but we're not interpreting it right. There's probably nothing we can do about that. But that's where God comes in. A point where you don't understand. You're a cat to your dog, you're probably God. How the fuck he made the food come out of that thing? How the fuck he get the boxes to come to the door? How the fuck does he do that? What the fuck is this? My opinion is it doesn't end with us. It just keeps going. There's probably another set of beings beyond us. It's like, yeah, man, they just don't fucking get it. Yeah, I got pissed. They right here asleep. They probably like, they just don't fucking get it. And it's probably beings above them like, they just don't fucking get it. And it just keeps going. They just don't fucking get it. And it's probably this infinite fractal space of beings just saying, they just don't fucking get it. You probably staring at it. Well, I mean, we can literally stare at a fucking bacteria the size of a nanosect or whatever. It's a very small measurement that you'll never see with the naked eye. They'll never fucking get it. They just don't fucking know what this is. You're literally in my fucking petri dish and I'm about to eat you. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's mostly it for today. That's my psychotic rant. But I know that shit makes sense. But that's why I don't bother myself with the great questions, because you just would never fucking get it, bro. You will never hit the nail on the head. If you could, you would already be God. So, cool. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna do some games. I low-key want to play Chain to Me, but I may play Dark Souls. Either one. Or Chain together. But I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed my talk. I'm gonna post it on YouTube, so everybody make sure you're in the Discord or you go check out the YouTube. This clip will be available soon. Sayonara, sayonara, goodbye, à tout le monde. See you later.